Here, come here. Please, please. I can do this. I can do this! No! What the heck? What the heck? Wait, am I alive? Oh my goodness, I'm alive! Hold on! Oh, there's two! I didn't die, remember, I didn't die! I thought I died, but I did not! 3. I'm going to be insanely upset if I die. Oh no, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go! That was stolen! That was stolen from me! No, 4! One more. No, please. No, please. I'm not going in there. It's not worth it. 5 player kill streak! That's the second one today, baby! Kill me, see if I care. I accomplished my dreams. What about you? Another, oh, that was an assist. Close enough? Oh, you idiot. Get over here. I have nothing to lose. Group more like, Duke. Hold on, I want to see just how low we can get the resolution on this bastard to go. So with the NVIDIA control panel, you can create a custom resolution. We are currently at 800 by 600. What if we try the native resolution? 480 by 272. Can it be done? No way! How is that supported? That is the dumbest resolution I've ever seen! I just want you to remember, little guy, God gives his strangest resolutions to his strongest computers. Godspeed. Wow. You know, this actually doesn't strike me as like the native resolution of that panel. There's quite a gap up there and down there. However, this is as crisp as anything has ever been on this display so far. Yes, Windows is very usable. I want to try 480 by 360. There we go. That looks correct to me. We detected a GPU crash. No, it's just like that. Okay, first problem. Oh, never mind, no problem. The first problem is that there's no launch button. Can we just... No. Maybe I can kind of find it. Oh no, why did Brave open? No, we're gonna run out of RAM. Yeah, this is not working. New approach. We set the resolution. No, where is it? Wait, where is it? Oh no, hold on. Wow, it deleted my resolution. 480 by 360. Apply. Oh, we're back. We're so back. And if you look to your right, we have the world's largest Steam notification. So I was simulating the crappy visuals before, but rest assured knowing that these visuals are 100% authentic and 100% completely unreadable. The fact that the game is even willing to open is just crazy. Now the point of this exercise is to get the best frame rate we can possibly get. 270 FPS in the menu. This is an improvement. Look at that frame time graph go. Everything is as low as it will go. This one is less than low. Let's see what she do. 120 FPS. Granted, I'm in the corner of some little Japanese room. Look at the trees. What the trees doing? I think the game is kind of falling apart. I'll be impressed if I can get 1 kill. Please. Just a single kill, please. That's my one. I'm satisfied. Absolutely unstoppable. The 2nd gen i5 media center home theater thing with a glorious 4-inch LCD on the front. Over 100 FPS. You can't beat this. This is like a $20 CPU. I think you can get a 1060 for like less than $100. Just like, I'm amazed. Marvel Rivals is free to play right now, doesn't matter your platform. Check out their latest update, Season 2 just dropped. That's what you're seeing here. And all I ask is that if we end up in a match together, please do not target me. I am just a little baby boy, don't hurt me. Thank you, Marvel, for sponsoring this here video. And thank you for watching it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Kinda wanna see if we can Bluetooth an Xbox controller. Oh, well, that just connected right up. Oh, that just broke my ears. This is actually pretty damn good. This is like full speed, no problem. Not a single slowdown or frame drop. What the heck? The Magno is definitely one of the emulation devices of all time. Somebody go tell Bob Wolf that he doesn't have to review Retroid Pockets anymore.
Look, I'm just as sick of this as you guys are.
Wow, okay, I'm hopeful. Hey, Pro Skater works all right. I know that PS1 on Android is kind of like a solved problem at this point. Like, it's pretty damn easy to emulate on anything. But come on, man, we're doing it on a magnifying glass. Okay, we need to get more advanced than the PlayStation 1. That would have been a funny joke if I was gonna do Game Boy Advance, but no, we're doing PSP. I believe PPSSPP has the exact same issue. Yeah, I had to throw these in the Half-Life folder. This is illegal. This should not be working this good. We've even got some headroom to like speed the emulation up. Damn, dude. Hold on, I want to try a new PSP game. Oh, it's struggling a bit here. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is like 50% speed. Hold on, how about a little frame skip? With a frame skip of 5, we are now going full speed. Okay, so that is not great. PSP looks to be a bit hit and miss. I don't know if I can think of a worse screen shape to emulate the DS on. Oh, it crashed. Mario Kart, I guess. Mario Kart is running damn near perfect. I know that Drastic is also just like black magic software. Someday we'll know how it works. You know, as stupid as this thing is, like, okay, I was kind of saying this earlier. If there were 2 handles with, like, buttons on it, and, okay, maybe not a circular screen, it wouldn't be too bad. I really don't think it would be that bad. Here's a Photoshop mock-up. If you would like to invest, my email is in the description. Let's work something out. How bad could GameCube really be? This device's performance may be poor. I know. Magno, powered by the souls of the damned. I am deeply upset by the fact that the controller is not working and there's no menu button on screen, so I have no choice but to use the on-screen controls. Wow, that hurts my ears. Okay, not that I don't have the patience to continue to watch this at like 10% speed, but I kinda wanna try a Wii game. You know, this actually might run better. Not by much. Okay, well, I just remembered that this game has a really long opening cutscene as well. Thank you, Haro. Thank you, Inkbox. You guys made this project possible. Although maybe you should have stopped and thought that you shouldn't make it possible. I probably took about 10 years off my life by using this thing, so maybe I should be cursing you. If you somehow managed to obtain one of these things and you would like to jailbreak it, there are some links in the description for you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bringus Sticker Pack 3, now available as magnets at Bringus.store. The year is 2013. Valve is riding high off of some of their greatest game releases of all time. Left 4 Dead 2, Portal 2, CSGO, also Dota 2, but I will not be including it in that list for accuracy's sake. Outside the Valve hole, Nvidia was releasing the legendary GTX 700 series. Rockstar put out this little game, just a little indie title called Grand Theft Auto 5. You might have played it, or more likely just watched someone else play it.
So let's say Jesus enters my car and starts driving recklessly.
AMD was probably doing something, not sure though. And Microsoft put out their absolute game changer. Introducing Windows 8. Loathe it or hate it, Game Changer is exactly the right way to describe Windows 8 because it indirectly changed gaming forever. Gabe Newell, longtime Valve CEO but more recently a Stalker 2 player, tried Windows 8 when it released and said it was, quote, like this giant sadness. That's one hell of a review coming from the guy who's operating a multi-billion-dollar software company with a customer base that was comprised of 94.8% Windows users in 2013, and that statistic scared him shitless. The direction that Microsoft was taking with Windows was one that attempted to narrow the openness of the PC platform. They wanted it to become a simple, streamlined software experience, similar to that of everyone's favorite lockdown software hellscape, the iPhone. Microsoft saw the fat stacks that Apple was making off of the App Store, and they realized that if they could find a way to dam the natural flow of the river of software on Windows computers, they could be collecting a fee on every application that passes through it, much like the fees that developers have to pay Apple to host their apps on the App Store, even for free apps. And in a strong use of the do what Apple does but worse business strategy, that dam would come in the form of the highly anticipated Windows 8 App Store, which you would have had to be high to anticipate. It technically had apps, and you could technically download them, but they were all significantly worse than websites and traditional applications, and they were all highly optimized for touchscreens. And to the surprise of nobody but Microsoft, everyone disliked that. Looking out the window of his gaming empire in Bellevue, Washington, Gaben saw the fires of consumer retribution consuming the Microsoft headquarters just a few miles away in Redmond, and he knew what he had to do to stop the flames from spreading and consuming Valve as collateral damage. He grabbed his Debian Linux fire extinguisher, and he did what he had to do. He sharpened his programming skills in a fun and engaging way with the sponsor of today's video, Boot.dev! I've decided to be done like servers of dev hand has everything while phone ads. Wingus Studio hooked you with that 25% off your first year with an annual plan. Now that I've hooked you with that intro with my award-winning animation skills and forced you to listen to my epic ad read, GG sponsor block users, it's time we learn about Steam Boxes, Steam OS, and Steam Universe. And by we, I mean you, because I have other to do right now. So, go gadget Tyler McVicker.
Yeah, Gabe gave me the mission when we put the hardware lab together. He's like, Microsoft is threatening us with excluding the store from being on Windows 8. If we're going to do this, I want to take Valve to the next level. The entire family participating in the living room on Steam. I want grandma, grandpa, all the way down to the grandkids having a great time on Steam.
And it started in a very abstract way. There was no set goal. But over time, it became clear that they needed to create their own operating system. They needed to create their own hardware to run that operating system. And if they wanted everybody to experience Steam, then they also needed to develop input devices to work with that hardware and software. Gabe Newell has been publicly jealous of Nintendo for years.
This is something that Miyamoto has always had. What the input devices and the design of systems should be like while he's trying to design a game. Our sense is that that's going to allow us to actually build much better entertainment experiences for people. The idea isn't like, oh, we suddenly thought we could make more money by building hardware, because hardware's actually traditionally been kind of a lousy, low-margin business. In order to take what we think are interesting steps forward in terms of the kinds of experiences we design, we need the ability to be thinking more about everything that the customer is doing.
So SteamOS is born, the Steam controller prototype is shown off, and Valve announces Steam Universe. They are coming to the living room with Steam boxes. They never designed their own Steam boxes to sell in a retail space. Instead, they OEM'd out those designs to third parties, which did not do well. SteamOS 2.0 was quietly dropped, and it seemed as if the team had completely fizzled out. This is the point that the team that would be working on this kind of hardware and software were instead working on virtual reality and Half-Life Alyx. But work on a living room box had quietly and slowly continued, with a few prototypes being made between 2016 and 2020. The only time we've actually